Yep, we are back with the Arsenal Career Mode Season 2 for Ceballos because I did enjoy using him in Season 1. But yeah, I want to bring Ceballos back. He actually turned out to be a better player than I thought. Full-time contract. He enjoyed our time with us as well. He scored a lot of goals and a lot of winning goals for us from losing situations in Season 1, which I didn't stream a lot of. I did just cut through. So let me offer 40 to start off with. With Dani Ceballos and try and get him back to the Emirates. Let me just see who's commented first. Who's the first one to comment of today? Oh god, getting blind. Sun's right in my eyes. Welcome back, Kennedy. At the moment I don't think we need too many. I'll probably bring in some younger players. Is he going to be happy with important? Oh, he wants to be crucial. Alright, fine. He can be Ozil's replacement. I'm going to offer him a 4-year deal. I don't want to go any too much higher than that. And he accepts that as well. But yeah, that's fine. We don't want to add a release clause. Signing bonus, I don't really want to give him that sort of money. Or if I'm 105, but I want to reduce this down to 850. We'll increase his wage to 110. And there you go, he signs. So we have got Dani Ceballos back at the Emirates on a full-time contract, not a loan deal. I'm just going to try and reconnect to the servers. Could go with a keeper, but I think we'll see what happens in this game against Everton, and then decide if we need a new position. Journey starts. Gonna go with Mari and who do I go with? I'm gonna go with Callum Chambers. As you know, let's go with Saliba. Why not? Let's give him a game. Gonna take out Guendouzi, bring in Ozil. Kolasinac doesn't make the bench. He'll be replaced by Ceballos. Mkhitaryan, I'll probably sell him actually, alongside El Neni. They're two players I'll probably try and get rid of. CDM we don't need, maybe a couple of centre backs, but not CDM. We've got Torreira, we've got Guendouzi that can do that job pretty well. So yeah, maybe potentially centre backs could be helpful. But like I said, we'll see how we perform against an Everton side that do often cause us trouble in the league. First league game of the season is at the Emirates. So we'll have to wait and see what happens.
We are at the Emirates Stadium
and here we go.
And a good day it is too for a game of football.
Let me turn off that commentary, that's going to annoy me. And I also need to turn down audio. Alright, so let's get into this. Oh god, button bashing there. Oh, Luca Digne gives us a cheap throw in. Pepe takes Aubameyang, who had a really good season last one around. And Digne again can't control it. Nervy from Luca Digne there. Here's Pepe. Space for Mesut Ozil. Spreads it wide to Tierney. Not the best of balls to Xhaka. Gives the defence an opportunity to win that back. They don't though. That's not a bad ball. Oh, and Lacazette was expecting a runner there. He's kept the move alive though, and that's poor. Andre Gomez to Richarlison. Opportunity for Calvert-Lewin to break through my defence. Given away though. And Bellerin straight down to Pepe. Oh, he skips past Luca Digne into the Everton box. Looks for the cutback. And it's Aubameyang. And Arsenal lead by a goal to nil. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang gives Arsenal a 1-0 lead. 8 minutes on the clock, and Arsenal lead by a goal to 0. Really well taken strike. Nice cutback on his favoured right side, and Aubameyang gets the scoring on the way. That's another mistake from Everton. Everton do look nervy at the back. There's Mason Holgate. Seamus Coleman. Ottavio. Oh, that looked like offside. It's not been given. Calvert-Lewin's in. Good save, Bernd Leno. First save for the day of the season from him. Good, comfortable save. Here's Nicolas Pepe though. Arsenal coming forward again. Lacazette, that's a nice ball to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And Aubameyang's in. It should be 2. It is 2. And Aubameyang gets a brace. We've only played 15 minutes here. Into the back of the net. Sends the keeper down. And rolls it into the empty net. 2 goals in the first game of the season. What a way to start. Here's Ottavio. Lacazette wins it back, gives it away to Richarlison. Arsenal come forward though. Opportunity for Arsenal, and that's a cheeky little lifted ball to Ozil. Ozil looks for goal, good save by Jordan Pickford, tips it round the post. Pepe gets a good ball in. Can't be offside. Ozil, good ball back post, cleared away. Saliba now under pressure, flicks it wide. Also keeping the move alive. Ozil wins another corner, and this is a good start from the Gunners here. Pepe with the corner, looks for Aubameyang, doesn't find him, cleared away. Tierney thinks about the shot, goes for it, off the bar. What an effort from the left back there, Kieran Tierney. That was moving in the air. Pepe goes for a tame effort there. Dundonka, Varane, Zanuku, Edson Alvarez. Alright, I'll have a look after this game, buddy. There's a good ball in. Also under pressure, good save, Bernd Leno. Just finds the run of Bukayo Saka. Nice layoff to Lacazette, to Saka. Running through the heart of the defence. Saka to Aubameyang. Surely it's a hat-trick. What a save, Pickford. Bellerin puts the ball back in. Cleared away by Holgate. Bellerin to Ozil. Nice layoff. Arsenal toying with Everton in this first half. Aubameyang under pressure gets the ball to Xhaka. Still Arsenal can't break through, and eventually Ozil does give the ball away, and now Everton look to counter. Arsenal sent players forward, and that's a nice little pass. Calvert-Lewin. No. Right back we're cool. I think we've got Bellerin and Chambers and Maitland-Niles that can all fill that position. I actually like using Maitland-Niles, and we have got that youngster as well. I'll double check after, but I'm sure we've got a youngster in that position as Arsenal get the ball away. Here's Saka. 10 minutes go to the interval, and Arsenal lead comfortably by 2 goals to 0. 2 really well taken strikes from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Is Keane to Andre Gomez. Space for Andre Gomez. Doesn't do much with it though. Gets the ball that time, and that time he's giving it away cheaply, and Arsenal look with Lacazette to Aubameyang. He sent him a bit wide. Gets the ball into Xhaka. It was behind him, and Holgate wins it. And that's a good clearance by Pickford. Habelamari puts the pressure on. Maybe another striker, because obviously we need to get a striker as well. Probably in this window, or in the summer or in the January window, because obviously Aubameyang is getting older, and so is Lacazette, so I do need to form a new partnership. I have got Nketiah and Martinelli who can fill that position quite well, so I'm not too worried yet. As Arsenal look to break forward on the stroke of half time, it's Nicolas Pepe. who surges into the box. It's Pepe. It's 3-0 on the stroke of half time, and Pepe gets up the 3 points in the first half. Really well taken strike from Nicolas Pepe. He surges into the box. Pickford sticks to his line, maybe could have come out. He wraps his foot round it into the back of the net, and it is Arsenal that lead by 3-0. And Arsenal lead by 3-0. Pepe and Aubameyang both on the score sheet for the Gunners. Here's Pepe again. Bellerin. Look at this green grass to run into here. Goes for the early ball. Bellerin lifts that forward to Pepe. Not the best of first touches, but he's going to get into the box anyway. And he puts in a nice cross, but a bit too close for Jordan Pickford. And that's an easy save, but Arsenal face Barcelona in their first game. Wow. Need to make changes in a moment then. There's Lacazette. Oh, what a save, Pickford. And that's going to go out for a Everton throw. Let's do that now. Let's get these changes done, because we have got a massive game against Barcelona next. We're going to bring Martinelli, Nketiah, and the returning Dani Ceballos into the team. Gylfi Sigurdsson being replaced by Gibamin. As Arsenal make all 3 of their changes. No hat-trick for Aubameyang, but with a game like Barcelona coming up, we do have to make changes on the attack line. Let's see what Everton can do with 35 minutes left. Nice run by Gibamin. Good play by Ceballos, just tips it out play for a throw into Everton. Gibamin. Good play from Ceballos, playing the pressure. No free kicks as referee, and also good break here. Not the best of balls. Oh, Holgate. Oh, I thought we may have got in there. Holgate with this slide on the halfway line. Throw into Everton, half an hour left here at the Emirates. Still we lead thanks to Pepe and Aubameyang strikes, as now we surge forward. And Arsenal breaking forward at pace. And this would wrap up all 3 points if he gets this right. He's played it backwards. Oh, and Martinelli shoots wide. Like I said, I don't think we need one yet. Regarding the striker, we've got Martinelli and Nketiah on the bench, who are really beginning to form a good partnership. As you just see Martinelli shoot wide. But potentially I will bring in another one just in case. Maybe a young player like Rashica, like you said, but Martinelli. Oh, he's wrapped it up. What a finish from Gabriel Martinelli. The Brazilian striker scores again, and with 25 minutes left, Everton are falling apart here, and it's a matter of how many goals are Arsenal going to score. Look at this, keeper goes down far too early, makes Martinelli's decision even easier. Look at this, really well taken strike round the keeper, and it is another goal for Arsenal, and that makes it 4-0. And this will give us a confidence boost that we need as we go into the first game of the Champions League, I believe it is, against Barcelona. We did win the Europa League and the FA Cup. We were 5th place in the league. We were about, I think it was 4 points behind Spurs, and I think 12 behind the winners City in the end. So definitely need an improvement this season. It's Bukayo Saka breaks forward, and that's a foul. Mason Holgate, horror tackle, and that should be a yellow card at least. And he sent him straight off. It's a red card for Mason Holgate. It is a horror tackle. Yes, he wins the ball, but it goes straight through Gabriel Martinelli, and Calvert-Lewin from that is now subbed off, and Naldo comes on as Pepe puts the ball in. Good effort from Nketiah, forces a good save from Jordan Pickford, but Everton have just gone from bad to worse in this game. Naldo came on for Dominic Calvert-Lewin straight after that red card as well. Martinelli tries to hold up the ball. skips into the box. Martinelli. No one to lay it to. He plays it backwards. Nketiah drags his shot wide off Naldo. It's a corner kick. Arsenal just looking to rub salt in the wounds here. And they've done so. Kieran Tierney with the 5th goal of the game. And it's Arsenal 5, Everton 0. And it's almost like the old days. Arsenal's going for blood here at the Emirates. And Kieran Tierney gets his goal to make it 5 without reply. And Holgate may be sitting in the dressing room now with tears falling down his eyes after that shocking red card. Ceballos gives the ball away though. Tierney, good play by Bukayo Saka. Also could be in again. I think he's offside though, isn't he? Martinelli's in. No, he was just offside. Everton make their change. Andre Gomez comes off to be replaced by, wow, Fabian Delph. Bit of a depressing substitution that, but here come Arsenal again. Martinelli. Nketiah back to Martinelli to wrap it up even more. Oh, that's brilliant. Pickford's been beaten a 6th time. And Gabriel Martinelli is making this look too easy coming forward. Shocking from Pickford. Lovely little through ball from Nketiah into Gabriel Martinelli. And he gets his 2nd goal of the game. And Arsenal will hit Everton for 6 now. Oh, Saka. Oh, he was about to go skip past there. Good tackle by Naldo. Gabamine. Good play by Kieran Tierney. Knocks it out for a throw. 5 minutes left here at the Emirates. Arsenal been convincingly winning this game convincingly. Give them a nice confidence boost as they go against Barcelona. As Arsenal come forward again with Martinelli. This time it's Martinelli. Still Gabriel Martinelli. Looks for Pepe. Pepe turns his man. He's into the box. Avoids a couple of tackles. Gets his shot away. Oh my god. Good save by Pickford. I actually thought that was going to go out for a corner there. It never did. Into the last 90 seconds. Arsenal want to throw him. Bellerin to Xhaka. Space for Ceballos. Martinelli holds up the play. Gets the ball away. Ceballos can't turn keen. And that should be that here at the Emirates. Into the last moments of the 3 minutes of stoppage time that was signalled. Richarlison switches the play. I think we'll keep Ozil. Unless, well, I like using Ozil for the Champions League games or Europa League games, but we'll see. I'll see what happens. Maybe I'll use him to get a player in. Because obviously him, Aubameyang and Lacazette are all getting to the end of their, like to the peak. But they start declining rapidly. So we'll see.
Got time for a couple of questions?
Why don't we see Chambers play? Well, competition is good in this side. We've got a lot of good players coming through. So Aubameyang, an overall great performance. Give them full credit. We were just absolutely better than them.
Thanks very much.
Although I'm not bothered by it. Oh wow. Oh sorry, my bad. It's the Super Cup against Barcelona, not the Champions League. So my mistake. El Neni could be on his way out. We are going to accept that bid from Lazio for 8.5 mils in. That is the thing. You've got to decide. But we are going to go into the Super Cup in a moment.
Okay, welcome everyone. We'll be starting with questions now.
It'll prove he's the right man, Dani Ceballos, who did make his debut. We will do all we can to win this game, obviously. And our players are definitely capable of winning this Super Cup for the fans. 100%. So let's have a look at the. I don't think I'll go for Ashika. We'll go look at Dendoncker first. Leandro Dendoncker. We'll on a pre-contract, yeah, maybe. Alright, so we need to get his scout report first. Hey, we won't be able to get Sianuku. He's joined Wolfsburg, but again we'll scout him anyway. He's joined Wolfsburg, and the other one you said was Rishika. Milot Rishika. Shortlist and scout, and that'll take a couple of days anyway. Reset that, and then we will go and look. I don't think we need Draxler because we've got Ceballos instead. We can't do pre-contract because we're in season number 2, and he's just signed a new long-term deal for Draxler. Reset. Let's go and have a look who they recommend. Don't need them. Who do they recommend in this list? Odegaard? No, not really that bothered by them. Alright, let's not exit career mode, let's do the Super Cup. So I've got all the players you suggested, barring, yeah, all of them are on scout list now. I'm going to take out Saka for this game and bring in, no actually no, do you know what, the team's surprisingly fit. Only one change I will make is bringing in Torreira into the middle. Guendouzi starts, and I'm gonna actually bring in a bit more defensive midfield, so Torreira and El Neni. Smith Rowe is gonna go on the bench. Mustafi's gonna lose his place on the bench as well, and I want to bring in Mkhitaryan. Not for any reason in particular, I just want that bit of experience on the bench, and then see what happens with that. I'll wait for that to load. I'll have a quick sip of my tea and reply to a few messages. Alright, let me go back to the comments. You should let Ozil go and get Draxler on pre-contract. Unfortunately, I would do that, but that's a season 1 feature. So I've loaded up the players anyway. And here we go. Here we go. Messi starts. Can we win the Super Cup? Hopefully I don't get banned for that little cut screen there, but we never know. Video may get disabled at some point, but here we go into the Super Cup. Langley. Oh, nervy. Oh, that's never a free kick. Get up. Oh, don't say we've got a Spanish referee or something that's going to give all the... Oh, what is El Neni doing? He's giving it away to Messi. Here's Arthur into the opposite into our defensive area. Good play by Arthur. Gets the ball in. Leno with a good save. Throws that away. Punches that away clear. Saka with a little flick. Lacazette looks for Aubameyang, who switches it. Oh, lovely ball. Robertson makes a mistake and Arsenal are in. It's Pepe. It's a goal. And Arsenal lead in the Super Cup. On the counter, Andrew Robertson with a horror mistake, left back. He looks to intercept with a slide tackle, and if anything he guides it further into the path of Nicolas Pepe, who opens his body and places it into the bottom corner, and Arsenal lead by a goal to 0. Nicolas Pepe with a wonderful finish. But what is Langley doing there? And Arsenal could make it 2 here. 2 goals and 2... Oh, good save to Stegen. That was a good reaction. Aubameyang in there, cleared away. by Langley that time. Good play by Torreira. Saka this time. Socrates finds Nicolas Pepe. Aubameyang to Pepe again. Gets the ball into a dangerous area. That time Langley gets it clear. Back to De Jong now. Ousmane Dembele. Arthur. Good play from Barcelona, keeping the ball well. And then he doesn't get there. Braithwaite holds up the play to Frankie de Jong. Arsenal pressing well, and Kolasinac forces a mistake. And again, another slide tackle goes wrong, and it was Langley this time. Aubameyang inside. You know what he's gonna do, and it's Arsenal in firm control here. What is going on with Barcelona's defence? Really well taken strike, and look at the subs bench. Look at this, he just leaves Semedo here, cuts inside, nice dummy, and then switches it into the back of the net, and Arsenal now lead by 2-0. Nicolas Pepe and Aubameyang on the score sheet, and this could be the perfect start to season number 2 under this new management. Frankie de Jong, Arturo Vidal, good ball forward to Arthur. Still Arthur comes forward. Good play by Arsenal, just keeping the pressure on. Here's Nelson Semedo. Arsenal trying to win the ball back. Kolasinac comes out. Arsenal playing the pressure well. And Torreira has won it back, but he's got no support. Oh, Aubameyang, no support there. But now he does. Torreira's away. Luca Torreira. It's Messi. Boos from Messi, but Arsenal win the ball back the ball quickly. Lacazette skips past one tackle. Can't get past Vidal on the third attempt though. But Vidal's under pressure. And he's given away a throw-in to Arsenal. Lacazette gives it away. Semedo just got ahead to that. Messi to Braithwaite. Given away to Socrates. Torreira runs into Frankie de Jong. Barcelona with all the possession, but Arsenal with a two-goal lead. As Elneny wins it back. Lovely ball to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Calm as you like round the keeper, and it's free. Arsenal are 3-0 up now. This is going to bad to worse for Barcelona. What happens here to Stegen? He falls for the dummy, and Aubameyang walks it round him and smashes it into the empty net. And Arsenal now 3 goals to the good against the Barcelona side, who are just not performing up to anywhere. No, here's Robertson to Frankie de Jong. Good play by Saka, wins the ball back. Kolasinac, Elneny, Lacazette. Still Lacazette, he waits for the runners, goes backwards, keeps the ball though. Here's Torreira. Elneny, Aubameyang for the hat-trick, good save. Finds ter Stegen, and Lacazette keeps it alive, finds Torreira now. Lovely play from Arsenal. Torreira is in but can't get the shot away, good block by Umtiti. And Arsenal now just looking to hold the lead till half-time. Good play by Aubameyang. Here's Elneny now. Nice play again. That's a nice ball in for Lacazette. The keeper doesn't move. And it's 4. It's just a matter of how many Arsenal want to go for now. Really, really well taken header from Lacazette. ter Stegen, no chance. And that is a really well taken header from Alexandre Lacazette. Look at this. Keeper must think that's going wide. It nestles in the bottom corner. And Arsenal now in firm control of winning 2 cups in 2 games. In 3 games, sorry. They won the Community Shield. They've won the opening game of the Premier League. And now they could be on course to win the Super Cup against the Champions League winners of Barcelona. What an achievement that would be, but Arsenal still trying to get Bit of composure back as Messi gets lucky with the deflection to him. Kolasinac, good defending Bellerin. Wonderful defending by Bellerin and booted downfield by Bernd Leno. And Arsenal now will be going into the half-time with a 4-0 lead. Messi lets this drop. No shots from Barcelona. 8 shots, 7 on target, 4 goals for the Gunners. As we get straight into the second half is Hector Bellerin. Down the line is Nicolas Pepe. He skips away, and what are they doing at the back? Pepe across the box. Oh, good clearance away. And then Messi gets lucky with his by a poor touch there. And he's away from Bellerin. Ousmane Dembele under pressure. Back to Messi. Should have gone back to Dembele. Arthur with the shot. He was crowded out and cleared for a corner. Torreira clears it. Lacazette can't flick away from Robertson. Dembele under pressure from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Nicolas Pepe. And it works well because El Neni can now break forward. Oh, he loses that to Andrew Robertson, who gives it away to Lacazette. Of all players you don't want to be giving the ball away to. It's got to be up there with some of the worst. As Aubameyang gets his shot away, good block by Langley. Kolasinac may have put his team in trouble there, good block. Oh, Braithwaite under pressure. Torreira wins it back, cleared away to Pepe on this near touchline. He finds Aubameyang. Lovely first touch. Nice turn from Aubameyang. Aubameyang. Oh, he scuffs it straight to Stegen. And it is a corner. Griezmann coming on. Try and confirm that. We came on for, but it's a goal kick from the corner. Martin Braithwaite comes off, and it is Antonio Griezmann that comes on. So, can we maintain this 4-0 lead with half an hour left to go here? We have been the better side, it has to be said, even though we're using, you know, we've had less possession, but we've dominated our shots on target. Torreira, what a tackle! The fans are saying that should be a pen, but that is a wonderful time tackle. And Lacazette down the other end here. Looks for Pepe with a wonder pass. Pepe to Elneny. Send this off to Stegen. And that is cleared away by De Jong, but Arsenal maybe feel they should have been 5-0 up. Really unlucky there. There's Ousmane Dembele. Arsenal may be looking to their bench in a moment. We'll confirm that. Any changes in a moment if they do occur, but right now De Jong has it. Griezmann runs away from goal. Arturo Vidal brings it forward. Griezmann gets his shot away. It's Mkhitaryan coming on for Pepe. With 20 minutes left to go, there's another change from Barcelona. We'll confirm both of those once we get a second to. Rakitic comes on for Vidal. And Pepe is replaced by Mkhitaryan. That's going to be keeper's ball all day long. Stegen, back to Rakitic. Here's Frankie de Jong. Might have to bring off. Actually, let's do that now. Let's change our strike force. They're actually shattered. So Nketiah comes on, and as does Martinelli. They've been two of the best young players in the side so far. There's Aubameyang looks for Bakayoko Saka. Into the box, not the best of deliveries. Ter Stegen goes through his men to clear that away. Here's Lionel Messi, he's been quiet. Aubameyang shattered, you can see that. Mkhitaryan chasing down Robertson. Robertson flicks back. Oh, and he's miskicked it. Oh, he's offside. Oh, he wasn't. I thought Aubameyang was offside. He hasn't been given. And Elneny tries to run through the defence and nearly did so. And it is cleared away. This time to Ivan Rakitic. He gives it away to Torreira. is Mkhitaryan now. Into the last 9 minutes of time. Still the ball has not gone dead for the Arsenal changes. Is Martinelli going to get onto the pitch? Is Elneny goes for goal. Aubameyang tries to force his way through and Umtiti clears that away. Oh, Martinelli and Nketiah even going to get a touch of the ball at this rate. Doesn't look like it. They've been stood on the touchline for a long time now. Is Ousmane Dembele. And there you go. They will finally get onto the pitch. Aubameyang replaced by Gabriel Martinelli, the Brazilian. And Eddie Nketiah replaces the Frenchman of Lacazette. Here's Ivan Rakitic. Goes wide to Frankie de Jong. Switch of play to Arthur. Saka gets that clear. Mkhitaryan takes on Robertson. Doesn't win that battle. Into the last 90 seconds of the Super Cup, and Arsenal look at this rate like they're going to win it. What an achievement this would be for the Europa League winners. Look at Elneny chasing back. Nothing been given up on yet from Arsenal. 2 minutes to stop his time. Into the last 30 seconds of that. And it's put wide by Nelson Semedo. And as soon as this ball goes up and away, that should be that. And it is. Arsenal as Super Cup winners. Really well played to the Gunners. 4 goals, all in the first half. And Arsenal have won it. David Luiz, captain for today's game, will lift the trophy aloft. As you can hear the fans singing Championes. So Leno enjoying that. Not really caught into too much action, but you can see the players there absolutely buzzing with that result. And here we go. Arsenal win the Super Cup. Brilliant performance all round, and that is the perfect way to start a proper season now. Let's not bother watching too much more of that, but really good performance. Leno only had 3 saves ready to make during that whole game, which is brilliant. And that secures another great result to beat Barcelona by that scoreline. Let's see what he posts.
Can you chat to us for a second about the match?
Why don't we see Danny Spurs, mate? This good things come to those that wait. I think that's a good response. We're a great team by beating Barcelona 4-0, and Bellerin deserves all praise.
Thanks. That's all the questions.
Yeah, Kennedy, I do think we need a backup keeper. I like Leno; he's doing really well for us, but yeah, we definitely need a backup. So if you have any suggestions, put it in the comments. I'll have a look. Oh, Fredericks joins Nantes. Elneny has been sold to Lazio, which is a good thing for us. We don't need him. Now I just need to go into Squad Hub here and get rid of anyone that I'm not going to use. That is my plan. I'm going to do it by age. So David Luiz I'll keep, even though he's near the end of his contract anyway. What do I transfer list? And let's transfer list David Luiz. And then we'll go Mkhitaryan as well. Ozil I think we'll keep for now. Is it going to tell me his contract? Let's go contract. Let's do that by contract then. Let's do it by contract length. So Aubameyang, we're going to delegate renewal. We're going to offer him a lot less. 165, so he does take a pay cut. Zach Medley is going to be used a lot more. Olawu I'll probably sell. Daniel Ballard I'll probably sell. Harrison Clark I'm going to sell. Mustafi I'm going to delegate renewal and try and get rid of that stupid release clause. What's he on at the moment? Yeah, we get rid of all their release clauses. David Luiz, as I said, we'll probably sell him anyway. Trey Coyle, I want to keep him. I do want to keep Trey Coyle. Socrates, no, he's getting old, so we'll add him to the transfer list. Also, to another player that will release instantly because we can't ever sell him. Mkhitaryan is on the transfer list. Ozil, we'll use him as maybe transfer stuff. Ben Shave, transfer list. I'm happy with Saka, but I want to offer him a new contract. He's been absolute quality for us. What? The Chelsea keeper? Nah, man. That'll go against a real... Well, maybe. Let's see how much he's worth. Aspalaga. If he's too much... Let's see what he's worth. Oh, could do. What's Leno though? Leno is probably less, but I want to make sure. Leno's better rating, so yeah, we could actually go for him as a backup. We'll approach the Bayern and see what happens. I'm gonna offer them as well. I think. Oh, okay, they want a fullback or a winger. Let's see who have I got that I don't want to use. Right, you can have Mkhitaryan. Alright, I'm not getting them anyone else in that. What about fullbacks? Nah, okay. Goalkeepers. Alright, let's just offer them the money then. I thought they might take Ozil, but maybe not. And we'll negotiate with Kepa and get him into the side as soon as possible, so he can be on the bench ahead of Martinez, which then means we can sell two of the younger keepers. Crucial, that's fine. That's fine, 4-year deal, so you also disregard release clause. I'm gonna offer him 100 grand a week, and there you go, sorted, so he joins. Dendonka still hasn't finished his scout yet. I'm not paying 51 for Miloš Rešika. So there you go, I've got the keeper you suggested there, Kennedy.
Thank you for your patience. We start taking questions now.
I'm going to start Ceballos in this game. And we'll pick up the team, obviously.
That's all we have.
Right, let's go into the next game against Chelsea. I'm going to get this set up, but I'm going to go and have a quick break, 2-minute break, so I have a fag and get a drink. I'm going to go with Nketiah and Martinelli up top. I'm going to go with Tormi on the left. I'm going to go with Smith Rowe on the right. I'm going to start with Ceballos, and I'm also going to give the chance to Joe Willock. Now, if you ever watch any of my series on this channel, you'll realise I don't use him a lot. I'm going to give Aubameyang a rest. He can be replaced by Kepa. Guendouzi coming for Lacazette. Now I need to bring in players that maybe could come on and get a goal, so John Jules. And then Mickey as well. He can bring out... Who do I take out? Let's take out Martinez. Yeah, cool. Alright, let's also sort out the back line. So, Sogli. And then, can he play right back? Clark. No, let's stick with what we know. Maitland-Niles, there you go. And then on the bench, we'll bring back Xhaka. You brought in two Spanish players, Ceballos and Kepa. That's a win. Yeah, I agree. They're good players. And you know what? I'll be nice to Kepa. He can go straight up against his former team as well. Anyway, I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm going to go get a drink and then we'll carry on. back again for the Chelsea game. Let's get straight into this. Got a couple of youngsters in the side as well, so theoretically they should develop pretty quickly with game time. Tormy had a really good end to the season. He scored 8 in 11 games, I think it was, in the end. So he has been very consistent. Gabriel Martinelli warming up here. Bit of shooting practice. Martinelli and Co can do the same thing. We're going to cut all these cut screens out of the way and get straight into this game. Live from Stamford Bridge as Timo Werner there gets us underway. Loftus-Cheek under pressure instantly from kickoff. Wow. Poor pass, but it's Tormy. Overhit that slightly, but Maitland-Niles will gather that. Nice touch. Dani Ceballos. Willock. Martinelli back to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe tries to cut back, giving away though. Here's N'Golo Kante. Pulisic. That's a long searching ball forward. Willian won't get to that though. Good idea, but Chelsea just overhit that slightly. Here's Tormy again. Nice ball forward to Kieran Tierney. He'll cut back here. Take on Willian. Gets away from Willian here. Nice little layoff. Into the box. Nice ball. Can he get to the second time? No. Good block. Here's Tormy again. Good ball from Ceballos to Willock. Oh, well over the bar. Hopeless effort from Joe Willock there, but you thought, why not? Harmless effort though. Here's Dani Ceballos. Tormy trying to take on his man there. Zappacosta giving away to Ceballos, throw in for Chelsea on this near touchline. Ceballos wins that back. Here's Tormy again, he's getting a lot of touches. Willock goes to Smith Rowe, goes for the early ball in. Oh my god, that should have been a goal. Keeper missed it, and so did my striker as well. That was a good opportunity to go 1-0 up. We are applying a lot of pressure early on though. Zappacosta. Loftus-Cheek gets set just to Willian, but he can't keep it in play. Nketiah with the throw in. Arsenal really are beginning to turn the screw. Here's Nketiah. This time into the box, and Gabriel Martinelli does not air kick that one. He finds the back of the net. And Arsenal lead. Gabriel Martinelli with a goal. Really well taken. Look at Nketiah. Into a dangerous area. The keeper maybe should have dived for that. Doesn't react to the strike. And Martinelli with his third goal of the season, I think that said. Makes it Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. I think he got a couple against Everton in that first game of the season where we battered them after Mason Holgate's red card, but Chelsea need to do something to get back into this. Smith Rowe. Joe Willock, not the best of ball. Oh, what a tackle. Took the ball. Now Willian's under pressure. Gets away from Tierney. Nice ball to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. To Timo Werner. To Bakayoko. And Loftus-Cheek can't get his shot away. And Kepa will go long. And that's going to go all the way back down the field to Willy Caballero in the Chelsea goal. Martinelli to Willock, to Tierney, to Willock again. Nice take there from Smith Rowe, but again he can't beat Wellington David. Good play here from N'Golo Kante. He gets the ball forward. Pulisic surging forward, goes to N'Golo Kante. Finds Timo Werner in the box. Tierney, calm as you like, clears it away, and Arsenal can now break. With Tormy. Willock can't get the ball through the gap. End-to-end action halfway through this first half. Arsenal win the ball back. Nketiah to Martinelli. Lovely. Martinelli scores again. And it's 2-0. And Chelsea in real trouble. Yeah, Loftus-Cheek did get loaned out a lot by Chelsea. Fourth goal of the season from Gabriel Martinelli, and it's 2-0, and Chelsea could be on a receiving end of another loss here at home at the Bridge to Arsenal. Here's Ceballos, Mustafi, Callum Chambers getting a bit more game time under the new manager. Tormi down the line, that's nice from Arsenal. Tormi's into the box, unselfish, finds Willock, and again he shoots wide. Harmless effort. And Joe Willock, that's 2 opportunities he's had in this first half, and none of them are forced to save from the keeper. Will be Willie Caballero. Is Tormi. Poor. Given away to Chelsea. Here's Zappacosta. Gets the ball forward to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Space down his right hand side. Gets the ball to Willian. Good ball to Timo Werner. Looks for the back post. Maitland-Niles reads it though. And look at Smith Rowe with green grass to run into. Oh, good tackle. Wonderfully timed tackle. Kills that counter attack off very quickly. As Gabriel Martinelli gives it back to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And Chelsea, oh, they should have carried on going there. Bakayoko. There's Christian Pulisic. Cleared away. Arsenal will look to break here. Can he get this right? And Arsenal will be away. And he's done just that. Willock with a wonderful pass. Martinelli for his hat-trick. Straight to the keeper, the rebound, and he scores! In stoppage time of the first half, Gabriel Martinelli completes his hat-trick. And Chelsea just can't defend against this Brazilian forward. Really well taken strike. He reacts first. First effort's a good save. And then the second falls perfectly for him. And he whips it into the back of the net. Keeper no chance. And Martinelli adds 3 more onto his goal tally for the season. And this is why we're saying the players we've got, we may keep. There's a few players that we are going to let go, but the way we're playing at the moment, as we look at the half-time scores in the other games, Derby are drawing 1-1 with Watford, and Brighton are beating Villa at Villa Park by a goal to 0. Into the second half, Gabriel Martinelli with the kickoff. Goes to Smith Rowe. Chamberlain. Oh, that's poor. Read it. Christian Pulisic. Werner skips away. Christian Pulisic could get away here. Goes backwards again. And Smith Rowe wins it back for Arsenal. And Martinelli lays it to Smith Rowe. He's got green grass again. Yards and yards to run into. Cuts it back to Martinelli. Oh, he's made it 4. He is on absolute fire in this match. Kepa hasn't even, I don't think it's even had a touch in the other end for Arsenal. We'll have to have a look at the match stats, but Arsenal are rampaging into a 4-goal lead, and Martinelli has scored all 4 of them. And Chelsea are on the receiving end of an absolute battering here from Arsenal. Kepa, we'll have to have a look. Maybe give him a touch of the ball. He's had nothing to do in the other end. Oh, Chambers nervy. Gets the ball down to Willock though. Good play. Good recovery. There's Mustafi. Ceballos. Willock. Also playing keep ball at the moment. Arsenal face West Brom in their next game in the league. Arsenal just keeping the ball away from Chelsea. No real pressure on Arsenal here. Look at this. Just enjoying their passing. And also could be in again here. Oh, that's brilliant. Too easy for Arsenal. Far too easy. 5 goals. And Ceballos scores his official goal as an Arsenal registered player. Guendouzi coming on for Joe Willock. As we watch the replay of a left-footed volley into the back of the net from Dani Ceballos. And he does get his first goal of the season. Chelsea just haven't done enough coming forward. They've had the ball, but Loftus-Cheek being replaced by Mateo Kovacic. Willett replaced by Matteo Guendouzi. As Arsenal look to come forward again, Martinelli drags it wide. Tired effort from Gabriel Martinelli. We are going to see the youngster Tyrese John-Jules get a game here. And we'll also replace... No, let's bring on... Can he play as a striker? I want to rest... Actually, yeah, we'll rest Smith Rowe. He's had a good game as well. A quick look at the match facts just to see if Kepa's actually touched the ball. No, he hasn't. The Arsenal keeper at the other end. 10 shots, 6 on target, 5 goals from the Gunners. Pass accuracy 88%. We've actually had more possession, but we should have gone even further ahead there. Martinelli has been on absolute fire today, and he does get replaced by Tyrese John-Jules for the last half an hour. At Smith Rowe is replaced by Henrik Mkhitaryan, who returned from loan. Just trying to get some teams interested in him by playing him a few times this season now. Guendouzi tries to be clever. There's confirmation of Kepa's debut, and he has registered as an Arsenal player. It's John-Jules. Chambers. Journey. Oh, and Kepa does get his first touch. There you go. As an Arsenal player. Mkhitaryan made the run. Blocked off. Oh, Wellington David saw that coming back the other end, but that's a mistake at the back, and Tyrese John-Jules rolls it in for 6, and he joins Dani Ceballos with his first goal of the season. Calm as you like from the youngster Tyrese John-Jules. Yeah, look at this, it's a mistake. He just runs through. He has the opportunity of playing Nketiah. He goes, no, I'm going to chance it, and calm as you like rolls it into the bottom corner. And Arsenal now in full control. 6-0 against the Chelsea side that have absolutely done nothing in this game to cause us any real issue, as Christian Pulisic gets the ball forward. Now he goes for a run, and look who's chasing him back here. And it's Socrates. No, it's Ceballos chasing back there. Good play. Knocks it out for a Chelsea throw. The poor pass. Unlucky, trying to get through the defence there. Chelsea are your favourite Premier League team. Well, to be honest, they've done nothing in this game. They've been poor as Kovacic. Oh, Pulisic forces a save at Kepa. Finally, Chelsea forced a save. Guendouzi, Chambers, Arsenal clear it just about. Tyrese John-Jules makes a run. Oh, that's brilliant from Arsenal. And look at the run from Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah, he's waiting. He puts it into the back post area, and it's a corner for Arsenal. Bakayoko gets it away, and Arsenal with the corner into a dangerous area, cleared away. Oh, John-Jules was undecided there, and now he's got to chase back, and chase back. That is what he will do. There's Timo Werner. N'Golo Kante. Pulisic. Arsenal should win that back and do so. It's Henrik Mkhitaryan now. Through the gap. Given away cheaply. Into the last 5 minutes of the 90. Here's N'Golo Kante. Ceballos wins it back for Arsenal. Guendouzi. He's definitely secured up that midfield since coming off the bench. Here's John-Jules. Right idea. On execution. Looking for. It's Tormey on that far side. Smith Rowe, I can't remember. But we've done well. Oh, he's in. How unselfish from Tyrese John-Jules. He tried to find Nketiah, his strike mate there. And into stoppage time we go here at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea surging forward with one last attack. Willy Caballero is in goal for Chelsea. As Chambers knocks out for a corner to Chelsea. Last attack of the game. Kepa organising his defence. Kepa punches that clear. All eyes on the referee now. Still no full-time whistle. And he's giving them a free kick. 4 minutes extra. And that should be that. Cleared away by Mustafi. And Nketiah does get the full-time whistle. Caballero beaten several times by the Arsenal attacks. And Arsenal win by 6 goals to 0. Kepa's not been bad for Arsenal in his debut against his former club. No, he hasn't. Brighton won 3-0 and Watford got a last-minute winner against Derby County to win 2-1. Yeah, Kepa only had 1 touch in that whole game. 1 save and a couple of touches, so... competition is good. Martinelli is a superstar.
Cheers, thanks.
So yeah, Kepa had a good game. What's Torreira saying? I'll consider it. Oh, hang on. I'm glad you've decided to sell me. I'm glad we're aligned. Glad we're aligned. Glad we're aligned. And I'm going to be honest with him. I can't guarantee you playtime regarding Socrates. For striker to replace, like I said, it's going to be more cover. And that's why I like the strikers we have. Because if we go on to here, Lacazette can be replaced by Balogun, Nketiah, Tyrese John-Jules or Martinelli. And the same with Aubameyang. So we have got cover. I'm just thinking, do I go for someone big or do I just keep with the youngsters? But we'll wait and see how much Milik is asking for. And I'll also scout Richarlison as well. It's going to be more cover because obviously we have got the 2 youngsters of Nketiah and Martinelli and what's his face, Balogun. I'm going to shortlist him. Richarlison 40 to 59. I'm going to start that at 37. Going no higher than 57.5. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Martinelli, top goal scorer with 6 goals in 2 games. No one to bother with training because it just gives the Arsenal team too much. Ainsley Maitland-Niles could be on his way out, so maybe we will need a right back, depending if he decides to go with Ajax. He might do. 56-2. Oh, do you know what? We'll accept it. No, we'll reject that one. And we'll see how much Milik comes in for. Eichberg want Clark. Harrison Clark could be on his way to Eichberg. Still no news on the Maitland-Niles situation, so potentially he's going to turn that down. Daniel Ballard also has an offer from Elfsborg. We'll let him go as well if they can match up. I might sim this game. It's West Brom, Friday night football as well. West Brom have won 1 and lost 1. Who they lost 3-1. Let's sim it, why not? And a 3-0 win. Saka scores and Lacazette gets a brace. In the other game, Spurs beat Bournemouth by 2-0. So Leno gets his clean sheet. Maitland-Niles did decide to go to Ajax, so we are going to need another right back. Obviously we have got Bellerin and someone else, but I can't think who. Daniel Ballard has decided not to go. Shave could be on his way to Reading, that would be a good signing. Moves away, go have a look at him in a moment. Then Lonka is decent, so I'll probably put a bid in for him. What's he saying? I'll give you a chance, Mavropanos, why not? in the EFL Cup, which we are going to play. Let's go into here. Delegate to buy. I don't want him straight away. Sergio here, maybe. See what he's worth. Or and Wake. Because remember, he's only cover anyway. We've got Bellerin, who's my preferred choice. Bellerin's was my first choice as right back. Aurier. And we'll shortlist and we'll scout as well. There you go, that's both of them as well. Right, let's play the EFL Cup. I haven't played EFL Cup for ages, which I don't normally play this tournament, but I want to give my youngsters a chance. So, John Jules and Balogun both start. Saka is replaced by Tormy. Pepe replaced by Coyle, sorry. I'm going to give Clark the game at right back. Mari and Saliba at the back. I don't think I've got any youngsters that can fit that gap, I don't think. Oh no, we do. We have Ballard and stuff like that, so maybe we'll go with them, the proper youngsters. So we'll go with Mavropanos, and we'll go with Ballard as well. And then left back can be, can he play left back? Zach Medley, just to mix it up a little bit. I know he's got no real pace, but you know what, it's worth a try. Guendouzi is getting replaced by... Oh, this red gets tough because I've got a lot of players. Ole Inca. And I'm going to bring in Smith Rowe. Obviously I've got cover on the bench just in case it goes badly wrong. Shouldn't do, but I'm going to bring in a lot of attacking options, such as pace of Pepe. But we'll see what happens. So Balogun, can he start? Can he break and get into the team sheet more often? I don't know yet, but he did get game time at the end of the last season, on season number 1. He scored, where's my paperwork? He scored 5 in 11, but near the end, as there's an early mistake, and Ole Inca didn't get that ball through. There's Dendonka to Johnny. Balogun wins it back. Ole Inca. Good play from Ole Inca. John Jules. Is that not a free kick? The referee says it is eventually. And an opportunity for Arsenal here to get the early... No, that's going wide. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, it's a goal! Oh, pick that out! Smith Rowe with a belter of a free kick. I said it was going wide, but no, it's dropped into the corner, the top corner, and Smith Rowe scores. Look at this, it's just lofted. He's lofted it absolutely perfectly. Look at this for a strike. Emil Smith Rowe on the score sheet with an absolute belter of a free kick. And the youngsters get an early lead, 4 minutes in, and Emil Smith Rowe with the first goal of the game. But Arsenal lead by a goal to 0. It's Doherty. Costa. This is the EFL Cup, I don't know, it's Wolves. I don't know why they're doing it, but yeah, we've got our kids out anyway, so Here's John Jules. He scored once the other night, and he's done it again. It's 2-0 to the Gunners. And Wolves are being beaten by the kids of Arsenal here. There is not even the reserve team here. This is like the under-21 side here, and they are absolutely dominating this game against Wolves. Here's Ruben Neves. Given away to Tormi. Zet Medley. John Jules. He's got Balogun. Good tackle that time by Cody. There's Diego Jota far side. Bit of space to run into. Checks back. Good ball to Ruben Neves. Milner. Goes wide to Doherty. Back to Milner. Good play here by Ruben Neves. Bit of space to run into. Raul Jimenez lays it back to Jota. Here's Johnny. Coyle reads that one though, and Arsenal can break again. With Smith Rowe. There is John Jules. Finds Tormi, and Arsenal could be in for goal number 3 if they get this work right. And it is free. And it's Balogun. This is just too easy for Arsenal. 3-0. And Balogun gets on the score sheet as well. And I'm beginning to think we won't need our subs bench with the experience as Arsenal come forward again. Balogun to make it 4. Balogun makes it 4. Wolves are being humiliated here. Absolutely humiliated, to say the least. Arsenal now 4-0 to the good with 20 minutes on the clock. What is going on at Wolves? Be interesting to see what their league form's like after this. In the EFL, in the Carabao Cup, the EFL Cup, they're being absolutely humiliated. The Arsenal pace, he's just knocking them for 6. Here's an opportunity for Doherty. Under pressure. Allowed to turn though. Is Costa into the box. Mavropanos clears it. Olayinka. Tormi now. Looks for Coyle. Nice first touch. And he's away from his marker here. Coyle cuts it back for Smith Rowe. Oh, good save. Rui Patricio with a good save that time. Mavropanos heads over the bar. Should have been 5. It could have and should have been 5 for Arsenal. Smith Rowe wins the header. All the Arsenal shots, barring one, have gone in. 90% of the Arsenal shots so far have gone into the net so far in this game. Here's Olayinka. Balogun. John Jules back to Balogun. Oh, what a save, Rui Patricio that time. He stayed up for as long as he could. But listen to the boos here. The jeers are for the Wolves players here. The fans are not happy with this performance. I can't say I blame them as Coyle. There is John Jules. Balogun to Coyle again. Oh, lovely. Skips inside. Coyle forces a tackle. And it's kept away from the corner. Arsenal really are enjoying themselves here. The youngsters, with no fear, are just playing their football and getting the result for it. 9 minutes to go till the interval. And you have to say Wolves have done absolutely nothing in this first half. Good bits of possession, but nothing more than that. Here's Ruben Neves. Clark. Smith Rowe wins it back for Arsenal. Olayinka. Not the best of passes from Arsenal, but they keep the ball moving. There's Ballard. Medley. Is he onside? Tormi. He is. Gets the ball low across. Medley deals with that threat of the counter though. Is Mavropanos. Good play from the Gunners again. Medley. Smith Rowe scored that wonderful free kick to start the scoring off. There's Olayinka. Trying to make something happen here. Smith Rowe. Olayinka tries to break through. Ruben Neves in the way. There's Raul Jimenez. Clark wins it for Arsenal. It's Balogun. It's Balogun. And that's a good block from the defence. And that will be the half-time whistle. or offside. Which one's going to give? None. There you go, the half-time whistle does go. And we are absolutely battering this Wolves first team 11. No changes at the break. It's Balogun. Not the best of balls, but Coyle does well. Down this right hand side. Podence came on for Costa at the break for Wolves. Good play from Balogun. Space for Balogun. Puts in a nice ball. Oh, and John Jules has dragged it wide. The keeper was helpless had that been on target. And he dragged his effort just a half a yard wide. Oh, that should have been 5. Is Ruben Neves. Long raking ball. Don't think he's going to get there though. Medley with a throw. Oh look, a touch for Leno. Surprised he hasn't got a paper out and reading that. Must be so bored in that Arsenal goal. Wolves have a tougher game against City coming up as well. Welcome back, Scoob. Your team have been shocking, bud. But yeah. Oh, that was a poor free kick. My reserve team are humiliating them. Who have we got? We've got Watford on our next game. I wouldn't do Leicester. I probably won't do a Premier League side next. I'll probably go German or Spanish. If I do. I don't think I'd do Premier League again. Once I've won everything possible or done that, I want to do an unbeaten streak. Or an unbeaten run. Oh, get that. Oh, come on. Saka coming on for Emil Smith-Rowe. The usual sub. But yeah, I'll probably do a German or Spanish or something like that. Oh, just wide. Oh, it's good effort. Worth a try. Half an hour left here. And Wolves are being humiliated, to say the least. It really is a demolition job of this from these Arsenal youngsters. For all their possession, Wolves haven't really tested Leno, but now they might. Mavropanos under pressure. Does well. And Arsenal now can counter. And it's Olayinka. The players either side, and he chooses Coyle. And it's Coyle. Goes for goal. Oh, good save, Rui Patricio. Good firm hands. Tips it around the post. And Mavropanos with a header. And it's out for a goal kick. Looping header. Just tried to drop it under the bar. As we saw the Smith-Rowe free kick earlier on. But Arsenal really are on top form here. "20 minutes or so to go here. Zach Medley. Darius John-Jules. Tormey. Unselfish looks for Coyle. That's a good save. If I was going to do another Premier League team, it'd be one that is like a mid-table side or a Championship side. But I'm not sure yet. But it'll probably be more likely to be Spanish or German when the time's right. But we'll see. Here's Jimenez. Raul Jimenez under pressure gives it away to Clark. Arsenal. Oh, come on. That was a banging goal from Smith-Rowe to start the scoring off 4 minutes in. And since then, we've not really been under any sort of pressure as such. Oh, lovely from Arsenal. Oh, Clark cuts back. Lovely. Oh, he's under pressure. Oh, but look at the space for Saka. Good shot. Good block from Saiss. And that's cleared away. Israel Jimenez getting the ball forward. Ballard does well. Clark again. Olayinka. Nice play from Arsenal. Clark's through. Clark's in. Clark deserves a goal. Oh, what a save. Dendoncker clears it. Rui Patricio with a comfortable save, but what about the run from Clark? Really unfortunate not to get the goal as Milner comes forward for Wolves. Diego Jota goes backwards to Johnny. Here's Raul Jimenez. Oh, good run here. But again, Arsenal get it clear. And this time... Oh, come on. Why's he going down after that? It was pathetic. I'm definitely going to look at that replay of that Smith Rowe free kick. Because I generally thought it was going to go wide. The bend, the dip on the ball helped. Right, go on. Go on, Coyle. Clear that. Yes. I'll wait for the runners. Not the best of balls. Tyrese John Jules and Koa absolutely tired now, but a comfortable win here.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes on time.
Oh, look at the run. And he's onside. Balogun. Oh, lovely. It's 5. And John Jules wraps up the crown jewels with that win. That was a lovely run from Coyle. And Tyrese John Jules made sure the move didn't end there. Nice cut back onto the path of him. John Jules. And that wraps up a win and knocks Wolverhampton Wanderers out of the EFL Cup. And the manager quite rightly happy with that. His second goal of the game. Lovely teamwork to get that goal. And the reserve side mixed with the youngsters knock out Wolves from the Carabao Cup. Look at this goal from Smith Rowe though, look at this. Looks like it's just going to go well over the bar, and it's precise. Really well taken free kick to start scoring off. It then got better just 9 minutes later, 5 minutes later, with Tyrese John Jules sending Rui Patricio one way, the ball went into the other, and that was 2-0. 18 minutes in, another opportunity, rolled across, and you know what happens there when you get a ball across, and I believe that was Balogun with the finish. And we had several chances to wrap it up, and Balogun again found the back of the net to make it 4-0 with just 20 minutes on the clock. Several chances after that really weren't taken. One save there by Rui Patricio, and just after the half-time whistle, listen to this. This is how close this was. John Jules side netting. Should have made it 5, just 3 minutes into the second half, but we did keep creating chances. John Jules, again, you can see the confidence, you can see what he's trying to do, bend it right around the defender, but this was never really going to test the keeper, and in the end it just went into the crowd. 65 minutes in, again an opportunity for Coyle, he drags it slightly. Rui Patricio yet again with a good hand to it, and then 90th minute, as we just saw, a nice team goal, and Tyrese John Jules with a banging goal at the end, bangs it into the back of the net, and that was the goal that secured it. Another look at the free kick, as we said. Let's go to this angle here. We're going to slow it right down. This is in slow motion. Now look from here. We'll zoom in on the ball a little bit. Now this is from here it looks like it's just going to curl wide. The keeper goes up so early. Look how far the ball is when he goes up for this. So is the keeper at fault, or is it just a precise strike? I think the keeper goes up too early. But look at this, where it dips. Absolutely spot on from Smith Rowe. No keeper in the world saving that. Look at that. Doesn't touch the bar. It's into the back of the net. And it is another win for Arsenal, who have started the season unbeaten in all competitions. Derby are going out, Sunderland are through, Leicester are through, Burnley are through. Just a few of them results there.
Just a moment of your time.
It needs time to adjust regarding Kepa. I need to actually put him in the team more. All credit to the lads. All credit to the lads, I think, for that result. We played really well. An overall great performance regarding Tyrese John Jules in the team. And that is a comfortable victory. I'm happy you kept your promise. I expect more of this, definitely. And Clark has joined Eichberg, so that's one of the players of the transfers that we wanted to get rid of. Loan offer for Martinez from Independiente. I'm not going to accept that. Match rescheduled regarding Villa is now being moved forward a day. That's for TV coverage. 2 points clear of our rivals Spurs, and we are top of the league. 3 wins in 3 as we go and play Watford. As we go into the emails, let's quickly have a scan through, see what's been going on. So, all our games, Leicester has been moved forward a day, no, back a day, sorry, so that will now be played on the 25th. Wolves, Arsenal, again, being moved back one day to the 8th instead of the 7th. And Tierney asking for more game time. So, let's see. Then longer. Can't sign Sunoco. Don't know enough about Rashika. Again, I'm going to try and get this bid down a little bit less. And we're still waiting for the scout reports on the 2 right backs, but Watford have won 2 of their games maybe and drawn 1. Yeah. So they haven't lost the game either yet. That is where this stream is going to end. So we've got transfer deadline day tomorrow, later on tonight. And then we'll also have a few more little bits and bobs going on. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you smash that like and sub. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you smash the like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you all soon for the next stream. Don't forget guys, if you do want to suggest players to buy, stuff like that, make sure you write them down and post them in the comments, and I'll have a look for the next stream.